Myself, I am Keshwan from CSC section B. My topic is on reflective listening, active listening skills, tools for crisis negotiation, critical incident response group, crisis negotiation unit, FBI Academy. Active listening is the stealth weapon of effective negotiation. Robert C. Borden, Harvard Law School. How do we normally gain information? Official voice, questions, interview and interrogation, accusations and confrontations, investigation, physical police presence. Characteristics of traditional law enforcement questioning: rapid fact finding, quick problem solving, instructive, focus on the questioner's agenda, just the facts, control. Impact of traditional law enforcement questioning: diminishes rapport, creates pressure, can provoke defensiveness, may create barriers. While knowledge is power, information is not influence. The negotiator's role influencing behavioral change. You can see here active listening skills, empathy, rapport, influence, behavioral change. Behavioral change is stairway. Active listening is the foundation that supports each step. E- Emotional, normal functioning level, rationality. The purpose of active listening: lower emotions and return subject to normal, establish rapport and influence, gather information, encourage behavioral change. Active listening is the only skill set designed to work toward all these goals and the time demonstrating understanding. Active listening. Active listening skills: emotion labeling, paraphrasing, mirroring or reflecting, summary, open ended questions, minimal encouragers, effective pauses, I messages. Voice: the negotiators, hashtag tool 1. You can see here picture the conversation between two children. My mom says she hopes I have kids like me, but I don't like the way she says it. Voice: the negotiators hashtag 1 tool. The way something is said, tone, inflection, rate can be 5 into more important than what is said. Tone of voice, demeanor, and projected sincerity, and the more important than any single phrase that you may use. Emotion labeling. Statement of emotions hurt. You sound angry. Angry. You seem hurt. I hear loneliness. You sound betrayed. Adverse reaction. Easy to back off. I did not say you were angry. I said you sound angry. Soft delivery. Emotion labeling in depth. Identification of underlying feelings. Subjects often have many emotions. Extremely effective. Can build a tremendous rapport by labeling emotions the subject is feeling but has not yet recognized. I can hear anger in your voice, and it seems like the situation has hurt you also. Emotion labeling. If possible, never let a feeling go by without labeling it. People love to have others understand how they feel. Dr. Mike Webster. Unexpressed feelings never die. James Westrick. Paraphrasing, but meaning in your own words. Restatement, giving the meaning in another form. Webster's Collegiate Dictionary. Used for brief confirmations of meaning and to display attentiveness. Subject: she always talking and doesn't pay attention to what I say. Negotiator: she doesn't listen to you. Mirroring or reflecting. Brief follow alongs. Repeating the last few words. Good initial technique. helps the negotiator get oriented to the subject. She doesn't pay attention to what I say to her, and it makes me angry. Negotiator, it makes you angry. Mirroring or reflecting. Brief follow alongs. Voice inflections at the end, upward or downward, can be used to either demonstrate understanding or encourage them to go on. Subject. She doesn't pay attention to what I say to her, and it makes me angry. Negotiator. It makes you angry. Summary. Periodically covering the main points. His story plus his feelings in your words. Okay, what you have told me so far is this, and as a result you feel, do I understand you correctly? Open-ended questions that require more than a yes or a no. What, how, when, what happened today, how would you like this to work out? Benefits. Conveys a sincere interest in gaining understanding, gives us freedom of response while framing the scope, limits the feeling of interrogation, minimal encourages. Brief responses sounds that indicate you are present and listening. How, really? Yeah, okay, etc. Best used when the person is talking through an extended through or for an extended period for time of time. People want to know that you are there and listening. Minimal encourages. Use wisely. May invite opportunity for our minds to wander or be distracted. Are also what the subject is used to hearing when the listener is simply waiting for the chance to speak. Effective in combination with another skill such as paraphrasing or mirroring or reflecting. Timing is important. Effective pauses, silence immediately before or after saying something meaningful help focus thought and interaction. Next, help show the subject that conversation is their turn talking process. Can also be an appropriate response to, and then wait until the subject asks if you are still there. If you are still there. Almost ALS, what active listening is not. ALS, what active listening is not. Advice, judgment, or persuasion, not your ideas or what you have done in similar situations. Do not inject your values, advice into the situation. Discussion of topics not expressed by the subject. The subject's feelings, values, lifestyle, statement, and opinions are what count. Behavioral change stairway. Empathy. To understand his thoughts and feelings so well that you could summarize them for him. Carl Rogers. An essential concept: identification or understanding of another's situation, feelings, and motive. Identification is not opposition, understanding is not agreement. Empathy, an essential concept. Empathy is not a sympathy. Sympathy, an expression of pity or sorrow for the distress of another. American Heritage Dictionary. Pity and sorrow are not productive. It's not necessary to actually feel what they feel to provide empathy. Nor is empathy about being nice. Empathizing with someone, therefore, does not mean agreeing with or necessarily liking the other side. Beyond winning. Behavioral change stairway. Rapport, relationship of mutual trust. Almost ALS rapport. Phrases that damage rapport. Calm down. This may be perceived as an order which may provoke intense anger. I understand. Often the phrase that others use to interrupt them in order to jump into problem solving often is a well invention but a counterproductive shortcut. You may in fact understand, however, understanding must be demonstrated to maintain rapport. Phrases that damage rapport. Why? Feels accusatory, creates defensiveness. You should. A judgmental advice giving statement implies a superiority of the advice giver and may cause the receiver to feel inadequate. You shouldn't. Ditto. Better phrases. Calm down. I can see here how angry you are. I understand. I'm listening. You shouldn't. Why? What's causing that? Behavioral change. Stay. Influence. Influence. The power of capacity to cause a change in thought or action. Persistent uncooperative behavior left unaddressed risk the negotiator ability to influence. Use of I message to confront. I messages. When you I feel because use it to confront the subject about the behavior that is counterproductive without being accusatory. When you yell at me, I feel frustrated because it stops me from listening to you. Delivery. Good tone of voice, not harsh, sarcastic, or punishing. Choice of words. Choice of words, not threatening, non judgmental. Effective pauses. Set up delivery and gain the subject's attention. The I portion, the key to making it less accusatory. No zingers. If you really want to say something and you can just taste how good those words will feel, they are probably wrong. Points to remember. Your voice may be your strongest tool. Empathy is neither opposition or agreement. When called for, confrontation should be non threatening and non judgmental. ALS perishable skills once learned. If not used, they damage. The more they are used, the better the negotiator becomes. Can be used in all aspects for life. A negotiator doesn't need to be in a crisis situation to benefit from being a better listener. And thank you.